everyone won't change. If you're waiting for someone else to change so you can be happy, you're probably going to have a really long wait, and then you're going to continue that pattern for the rest of your life. And I can talk about this because I did that many times in my life, waiting for someone else to be different so that I could be happy. And the reason I'm talking about this is because I received a couple of calls today, and I had a discussion with someone because there's a different thing happening in the internet with online marketing, with coaches and all that. There are a lot of people who are doing things like, we're going to set appointments for you, and then we want to scale your business, and we want to get as many people on your calendar as we possibly can. And I'm saying, no, I don't want that. And they go, why don't you want that? I said, because not everyone will change. And I don't want people who are not going to change. See, because we got to change. We all come into the world the same way. We all come into the world as bodies, and the only way we navigate our lives and who we end up becoming is in our consciousness, is in our thinking. And so if we're waiting for someone else to change so that we can accept who we are, we're not understanding the ability that we have to create the lives we want to have, because that's always in our thoughts. And so it was so fascinating today, because as I talked about this, and I went onto a call, they tricked me because I said, I had met with these people before, and I said, I don't really want to use your services, but they came back and they said, but we have closers for you. We have people that can set up the appointments, and then we will close them. I don't want to close anyone. I don't want anyone in my work who needs to be closed. That's not effective. Because see what happens, and you will know this because you might have done it. I did it a long time ago, where you think you want to go somewhere, get better, and you take a program, and then you never do it. You never open it, and you never do anything with it. And I've done that many times, and that's why I said I'm going to do something that's different. I'm going to do something where people, stay with it. And I was talking to the group today. We had a really, really great group meeting today, and I was telling them a story too about change. Because see, it's always in our thoughts, and we have old ones. We all do. Our world has old ones, which is why it's attempting to change now, which is why everything is chaotic. Years ago, when I shifted my business, I knew what was coming. I'm intuitive, I'm a mystic, I'm a sage, so I knew how the changes were going to be coming up in our world, which is why I wanted to work with people who were willing to change and live great lives and become happy and move through all the old stuff, because that's what we're doing, always. Doesn't matter how old we are, we're always doing the same thing. So the funny thing that happened, I got a new TV. Hadn't gotten a TV in, I don't know, maybe more than 10 years. And so things have changed since then. But my brain didn't tell me that. I thought this was going to be really challenging because I got a smart TV, and I'm thinking, okay, I've got to get these cables, and I've got to figure out how to install it, and maybe I need to get some help, and I've got all of these different things. And I was stuck for a while because I'm thinking 10 years ago. And then I opened the box and I started pulling everything out, and then I found a video. I always like to go to YouTube and find videos of how you do something, because why do I need to struggle? So let me see somebody teaching me who's already done it. And so this guy is just showing me. He goes, oh, you just stick the things in here and you do that, and then you turn it on. And I thought, oh, well, I have Wi-Fi. I have really great Wi-Fi. I don't need a cable. That's old. And now it's working great. And I didn't have to hire anybody. I didn't have to do that. But I did have to change. I had to change my thinking from it was going to be difficult, because that was what I had before I went into it. I think this is going to be really hard, and I'm going to have to get a whole bunch of people to help me somehow. That's never true. And I'm talking about this especially now because the world is going to go through more changes. You've seen them. And you're going to want to know who you are. You're going to want to live the life that you want to have, and that happens in your consciousness, and that's the work that I'm doing. So, I told the guy when I was speaking to him today, I said, I tried to close people before. Listen, 2 years ago, in December 2021, I told people what this program would do for them, but they couldn't believe that, because again, we always think with old thoughts, and so they're saying, well, this isn't possible. I'm saying, well, wait a minute. I downloaded all of this stuff for all of these years. I healed my life. I've changed everything. I've become happy. I got over my depression. No, that's not possible. That's what happens. So I don't, so I said to them, no, I don't want you to close people for me because it's too frustrating. Because see, I know that anybody can create the life that they want to have when they become willing to work with their mind and stay with it and just move through it. Because that's what I had to do. It wasn't easy, but I was able to do it. And so the work that I have, I only use things that have worked for me, because it healed everything. And that's what I want to see with everyone, because what it does is it takes you to uncovering, understanding, and living as your authentic self. There's nothing better than that, because then you start to find you're never searching anymore. You're never scared. You have confidence, and you're going on and doing something, and now you're making a contribution to the world that will help it change, that will help it become better. That's what's going on. But just be aware that moving through these next several months, we're going to have this period happening for a little while, because we're moving through generational changes. As I've said, this is why you're seeing all the racial things happening, gender issues, all of those things coming up. And so we're either going to change or we're going to suffer a whole lot, because when we don't change, that means we're not willing to become who we're meant to become. That's all that it is. So hope you change.
I haven't done anything like this.
It's increased the confidence that I had in myself.
Everything is better. I mean, every single aspect of my life. My income,
The progress is just amazing. Like, you can see changes from week to week.
Introducing your last development program, Life Transformation for Success, the newest part of Roger Burnley's coaching series. In this 3-month online program, you will learn the mindset tools you need to dissolve the shame of your past, discover the gifts within you that make you important to the world, and get the confidence to rise above anything that stands between you and the life that you want.
everything changed in my life. Everything, every single thing.
It's time for you to reprogram your mind for success and become self-actualized. If you're ready to transform your life too, learn more at yourlastdevelopmentprogram.com today.